Hey guys, welcome back to the course, and in this video I'm going to talk about something different. What is that? That is called React Native Scalable folder structures. What has happened? A lot of projects get stuck or like a lot of get troubles while building projects. So what has happened now? You make up one projects, but due to you had not defined a proper like a scalable folder structure. So when it's time to grow the application, it's time to scale the application, people get lag. So in this video, we're gonna talk about like how to make your React Native Expo folder structure for large scale application or for like to make it a scalable application. All right. So we are gonna follow the modular clean architecture pattern. So why we are discussing about this, folder structures, right? You guys be wondering that what is the need of discussing this? Because we can start with the course thoroughly, but no, we are going to discuss about this course like for the folder structures because it is really important to understand like why it's why we have to discuss. So the first thing is that I had written one Medium article for you guys as well. You can also find it on Reddit, so you can also check it out. This my article on Reddit. I just posted there as well. So let's talk about the folder structures which we had designed, and like I've been using this folder structure in my companies, in my personal project. So before starting our this project, this course, like login, sign up, or like complete app, so I was thinking to let's talk about this modular clear architectures pattern code, or basically project structures. So whenever you create one project, right, so how it's gonna be look like. So we had created one, this is the folder structure. This is how gonna be your scalable project look like, where we're gonna put the login code, where you're gonna put the sign up code. There's all the things we had which we are going to discuss in this video. So stay tuned with me, okay? And this is gonna really helpful because a lot of people get stuck. So I will also provide this Medium article, you guys can check it out. Okay, now let's back to the topic. So whenever you create one project, like I had just created, let's suppose if I create one project, so inside that we have a root app directory where we define our router, right? So inside that we're gonna define, like we have predefined index.ts, layout.tsx, right? And inside this auth we're gonna create a directory called auth directory, and inside this auth directory we're gonna put the index.tsx, login.tsx, signup.tsx. This is how it's gonna be look like. And also we're gonna not put all the logic, like we are not going to put all the login logic inside this component. No, we're gonna follow the modular structure. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create one modules directory. Okay, inside this modules directory we have called auth directory. Like if you're filtering for auth, so it's gonna be auth, it's gonna be auth, so a chart, this is out. So inside this auth we're gonna have a components directory, hooks directory, services directory, store directory, and the validation directory. Okay, if you're building a form, like if you're using a job validation, so this is all the directories gonna be look there. Okay, so inside this login form we're gonna design this skeleton of the form. But also one thing, like if you're building a scalable application, so we're gonna move this all the logic inside this u or the tss. Okay, and on the auth services we're gonna have some logic for the API calling and so on. Okay, and for the state management, like we're gonna use the juice stand, and all the state management logic gonna be happen inside the use or store.ts. So this is how gonna be our folder structures look like or modular. So yeah, so let's back to the topic again. So inside this root app directory we're gonna have like all the routing folder, like we define all the routing, but we are not going to add the logic, we are not going to write the business logic inside this component. We're going to create one directory name as a modules, and inside this module we're going to define like what is which mod feature, which module is it. So if it's auth module, so we're going to define auth, and inside this we're going to have a components, hooks, services, store, and validation. Same for the chat, you can see that like for the chat we're going to components, hooks, services, store, and the utils file. Same for the setting, you can make this all the file, profile, and so on. Okay, now if you are building a something global reusable component, right, if you're planning to build a like global reusable component which we're going to use in multiple components in the login, so you're going to use a components directly which is going to use. Also we're going to have one global hooks which is has been using in the multiple places. So you can define hooks. Inside this hooks we're going to have a use theme, use network, use notification, or something more which you can define, like which you're gonna use. Same for the store, like if you have something a global store, like for the theme you're gonna have a global store. For the use store, like the user has been authenticated or not, for that as well. And we're gonna have a services, like for the API clients, notification service, upload service. We're gonna have a utils function, then localization code, and we have also gonna be have a .env code, and we're gonna have a test, e2e, unit, just husky, talwin, app config. This is how our gonna project folder gonna be look like. So if I just give you demo, this is how gonna be look like. And yeah, this is a pretty well scalable project structures, and I'm pretty sure like this is really scalable. Like, if you're following this modular clean architectures pattern, like, I had it, if I was experienced, like, I was doing R&D on this, which project structure will be scalable, like, what are the companies have been following up. So I do a lot of R&D and find it out this is the one of the best folder structures you gonna be use it, like, this is make it very modular. So if someone is working on any different functionality, you didn't get any conflict, nothing gonna happen wrong. Okay, now this is a scalable application, like this you can follow that as well. Okay, so now moving back to the topic, like let me open the cursor, and if I show you start a project, like this is a project which we had created using the expo. Okay, so you can see that there we have a predefined code like root app directory, ss directory, components, and constants, hooks, and script. So you can use those all. But what we're gonna do, let me explain you. To make it modular, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create one folder name as a modules inside this. Okay, this is just showing, I'm just showing you purpose. We will start coding in the next video as well. So I'm just telling you like how we're gonna look like our folder structures. So it's gonna be module. Inside this module, we're gonna have auth, and this auth component will be gonna import inside this component, inside this login sign up. Okay, so let me summarize this again quickly for you guys. Yeah, so we have inside the root app, we're gonna just define all the routing stuff. So we're gonna just rendering the component root modules root component. Okay, and after that we're gonna have a directory called modules, and inside this module we're gonna define the module name or upload like chat notification, like what are the module name is, we're gonna define the module's name, and we're gonna have a multiple directory for this module. Like if it's component hooks, so we're gonna define that and we're gonna use that inside that. Okay, so yeah, I think that's really straightforward, and we're gonna do like we're gonna build the app expo app starter kit. We are trying to build an app starter kit, so where we're gonna have like all the functionality, like along with the authentication, notifications. Initially had a plan to just make a course of authentication, but now I'm feeling like let's make it more deeper, notification, localization, all the along with the payment gateway as well. So we're gonna implement a lot of things. And let me know if you have any suggestion on this folder structures. I will provide this Medium links, Reddit links, LinkedIn links as well, so you guys can check it out and let me know if there is any improvements or any suggestion for this folder structure. And if you feel like, bro, here we can improve this folder structure, so please let me know. Would love to improve that as well, because a lot of people on the Medium gonna be spam with this and use this as well, right? Okay, now moving back to the one more thing, just requesting to you as well, please visit zerodegreecoder.in if you are if you are someone who has just started learning mobile app development. We had tons of course inside the zerodegreecoder.in, and we are still adding some more courses, so you guys can check out my courses, and one of the most favorite course which is called build music player application. So yeah, you guys can check it out and let me know if you have any questions, suggestions. And this is a React Native Expo folder structure for large scale applications. So basically if you follow modular clean architecture pattern, so it is really easy to scale your application from from small apps to it's large. It will be really easy to scale that, because what has happened in last in the last company I was working on, and the project which they had built, that was not they have not following a good folder structure, and they face a really difficulty, really challenging while scaling the projects. So if you're following this modular folder structures, I'm pretty sure you're gonna make it rock, man. It will be really easy, and it's gonna save your time as well. You don't have to debug like where is this code, where is that code. You can easily find that code all the base. You can find all that code base. So yeah, that's all in this video, guys. Let me know if you have any question, any doubt, and if you're building something. And you guys can also join my Discord. Thanks. Bye.